Let us do this question. In this, he says, in a vertical plane, a smooth, hollow, thin tube, a block of same mass. That means this tube's mass and this block mass both are same, both are m. So what they have done, they have just slightly disturbed, means a negligible force they have used, and it was slightly disturbed. Now what happened? This tube will move from here to here. This tube will move from here to here. Okay. Tube has moved from here to here. At the same time, the block also came down to this position. Okay. So let us take the movement is some x. Let us take the movement is some x. It has moved. The tube has moved some x. In that same time, block M also moved x distance. Block M also moved x distance. At the same time, it also moves extra r distance also. Okay. I hope you understood this. This block M along with the tube has moved x distance. It was here. If it was only x, it would have been here. Now it has also come down. That means it has moved r distance also in x-axis. That is what you have to understand here. Okay. So that means the tube's displacement. Tube displacement is x. Tube displacement is x. Block displacement is r plus x. So block displacement is r plus x and tube displacement is x distance it has moved. Okay. Next, what we are going to do is we are going to understand this question in this center of mass. So whenever there is no external force, when there is no external force, change in center of mass is zero. I'll explain you this, why it happens. So let us take a body, two bodies. They are moving with no external force. That means their velocities will be constant. Their displacements will also be constant. Because their velocities has to be constant, their displacements also constant. Then whenever I do change in center of mass, that is delta x center of mass is equals to m1 delta x1 plus m2 delta x2 upon m1 plus m2. So whenever we see change in center of mass, that means this center of mass point will be present here only. This is not going to move whenever there is no external force. Whenever there is constant velocity or the constant displacements are happening, delta x1 will always be zero, delta x2 will also be zero. So the change in the center of mass will be always zero. This place will not change how much ever far these two bodies might move. Okay. So delta x center of mass, the change in center of mass is zero whenever there is no external force on the body. In this case also, whenever there is no external force, change in center of mass is zero. Now let us take what is center of mass. Let me assume this to be origin and this is the point of center of mass in x-axis. There will be a center of mass point in y-axis also, which we are not bothered about now. So center of mass might be lying somewhere here. Its x coordinates are 0. Y coordinate might be some y, which we are not bothered here. We are not going to see the y coordinates. So the coordinates of center of mass are 0, y. Okay, it will be somewhere here. In x it is 0, in y it is, let us take some y. We will bother more about the x coordinates because the tube is getting displaced in x direction only. So I will find out change in center of mass in x axis. Okay. So that is change in center of mass, delta x center of mass is equals to m1 delta x1 plus m2 delta x2 upon m1 plus m2. M1 is mass of the block, which is m. How much, what is the displacement it did in the x-axis is final displacement is r plus x. Initially, it was present as 0 in x-axis. So it would be r plus x minus 0 plus. The tube's displacement, tube is m. Initially, the tube was present at 0, 0. Now it is present at x distance. So that would be x minus 0 divided by 2m. Change in center of mass is 0. So change in center of mass is 0. So if I multiply this 2m on that side, it will be 0. So what I'm going to get is 0 is equals to mr plus mx plus mx. Okay, that would give me 2mx is equals to minus mr. M gets cancelled. X is equals to minus r by 2 or r by 2. That is the option for this question would be C. C option is the answer for this question. I hope you understood this question. If you have any doubt, kindly comment below. Thank you.